Hi, this is Mickey Johnson again for anglingbuzz.com. I'm here with Bill Shogren, a longtime friend of mine who co-wrote one of my favorite books of information on trout streams of Wisconsin and Minnesota with Jim Humphreys. Uh, Bill is, how should I say, he's the consummate all-around outdoors man. I mean, he's done calligraphy. He's an expert at fly fishing, fly fishing for panfish, fly fishing for trout, a little bit of everything. We just heard recently a story of saltwater adventures as well. But today I'd like to talk to Bill just a little bit about some of his extracurricular activities now having to do with panfish. And first I'll just welcome Bill. Bill,
Thank you.
it's nice to see
Pretty
you.
nice. It's nice to be here.
I wanted to ask you just a couple quick questions. We were talking about the importance of panfish. If you can kind of give me your feelings on what panfish mean to the state of Minnesota.
I'll do that. I grew up in fishing panfish right from the time I was about 6 years old, and I've fished almost every single year since then. So that's a lot of years of pan fishing, and I really do love it. Actually love fishing for bluegills, and I fly fish. And I've been fly fishing them all these years. When I was in junior high school, we'd stash our three-piece bamboo rods in the locker so they were available after school. We'd go to the lake and fish. Put them in a bag, jump on the bus, and go home. And we could lay the bags of fish in the aisle, and we'd have these women trying to buy them from us. But anyway, that's just a story. But anyway, no, I think bluegills is where most all of us got our start. That's really important. And I think that what's happened over the years, over the decades, is we've over-harvested bluegills. And I think we've taken too many of the big ones, and we've got to learn better stewardship. And we've got to return some of the big bluegills back into the water, which is good stewardship. It's called catch and release. Some 75 years ago, that was started by a trout fisherman on the AuSable River in Michigan that caught a 20-inch trout, put it back in the water, and came back to the car to the guys, and he says, "What'd you do?" He said, "Well, I caught a 20-incher. Where is it?" "Well, I put him back in the water." "Oh, you got to be kidding." He said, "Yeah, it looked like it had a lot of eggs, and thought maybe somebody else could catch it another time and have the joy I had, and plus she's got thousands of eggs." It's called catch and release. And now we got to start a little bit of that, I think, a lot of that, for bluegills, because too many of our lakes are stunted. And I think that we can get that good fishing again with that fish, we'll bring in those young people. And I think that it'll really be good for them. We've got too many kids that are idled and sitting on the couches, and they got to get out and get into nature and learn about this kind of stuff. So my mission, that's kind of my passion right now, is my mantra is to go around and preach catch and release on the big bluegills, which are the big breeders. And they have the gene that is prone to producing other ones that grow big. So it's very important. And what else I was going to say?
Well, you've been fly fishing a lot on I think one of the things that a lot of people really miss out on, they come up from the Twin Cities area and then some other metropolitan areas, and they don't realize what's even in their backyard. Bill lives in the Twin Cities, and there's a lot of different opportunities within the Twin Cities metro lakes as well that a lot of people just don't take the time to really discover.
Right.
Now, down there, when I've been with you, we're primarily doing fly fishing, and we're using nymphs and streamers. This time of year, probably more so streamers.
Right. Yep. I use a black woolly bugger, and that's a really, really a good attractor fly. Works really well. I've gone very far into the fall with streamers catching bluegills all the way to Thanksgiving Day. I was out fishing one time 2 years ago, and I caught as many bluegills as I wanted to using a black woolly bugger and another streamer. And nymphs work too. Nymphs are in the water year-round, so that's a good fly.
Well, that's why this year is so unusual in Minnesota, in particular when it comes to any of those area lakes, is we're running into just this crazy weather where a lot of places really aren't frozen up yet at all. And I think people need to take advantage of that. And I look forward to hearing some more stories from Bill in the future here when it comes to what's going to go on with the committee that he's up here to be part of, and to make some decisions on the future of bluegills in the state of Minnesota. So once again, I really want to thank you for taking your
welcome.
time to be with me, and I look forward to stealing some of those secrets of yours in the future a little bit more so.
Yeah, well, very good. You have in the past.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Anyway, I just want to say one last word is that catch and release is critical to bring back the size structure for bluegills. And I think that that's what we got to preach, and that's what I preach. And I'm finding that we're getting some traction on it, because people last summer, when I talked to people coming off of lakes, I said, how'd you do? He says, we did pretty well. I said, catch any big ones? He says, yeah, we got some really, really big ones, but we put them back in the water because we thought we should. And that's what's going to help, have them breed again and spawn again, a strain of bluegills that will grow large.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.